Hey, I'm really glad you're here today. Today, I want to talk about the mirror technique. And I have to tell you that when I was asked to do the mirror technique or the mirror practice, I'm not really sure, what you would call it. It was not something that I really wanted to do. I didn't really like looking at myself, and there are reasons for that. But um, I want to talk about it because it has a lot to do with as above, so below, and as within, so without. So I want to connect those two. I want to connect the mirror technique and that particular quote, which is a Hermes quote from like a very, very long time ago. But I want to connect it because when I started to do the mirror technique, it was not something it was something was difficult for me. I didn't like looking at myself. I I would look at myself in the mirror, obviously, if I had to, you know, do something with my face or my hair or something, but I never looked in my eyes. I never wanted to see what was in there. And it was a difficult experience for me. And uh, when I first started practicing it, I had a hard time. But eventually I got better at it. And I think what I want to say is that as I ignored myself all those years, um, which I think was normal for how I grew up, um, I just got less and less connected to my inner self, the part of me that actually needs me. um, and as I started to practice it, the first thing I realized was how sad I was inside. And normally I would just ignore that and just keep functioning. But it turns out that it's not the best thing to ignore how you feel on the inside. So I started really doing it. Now, I have to tell you that I didn't do it more than 5 minutes. That was enough for me. And I did it 5 minutes every day for a while, but I didn't like it and it wasn't fun, and I just mostly felt sad or upset or Jesus, how much longer do I have to be alone in here kind of thing. And it's interesting because I think they talk about the inner child, and it seems like just, a quote like, oh, inner child work, whatever, but there is a child in there, and that child often needs support and love and care. And so when you start to do the mirror technique, and I highly recommend it because it will shift how you feel about yourself. And I'll tell you at the end how it shifted for me. So I would go inside and I would sit there and I would pay attention to that child, and I would say, Jesus, I'm so sorry that you're sad. Or I would basically act like the grown up and pay some attention to that inner child. And I would say, even though I didn't mean it at first, I love you. And until I did mean it, until I could feel it, I would, and it took some time. It took a couple weeks before I could really feel that I loved myself. And it's funny because the perception that there's someone inside of you that needs your love and attention um, really doesn't occur. It's like, oh, well, I want to try to get that from the outside. I want someone else to say those things to me. I want somebody else to appreciate me or care for me or say, I love you, or say, hey, I got your back, which was a big, big, phrase for me. Um, but eventually I got better and better at it. And um, I would highly recommend this. It'll shift how you see yourself in the world. It'll shift how you look at yourself in the mirror. It will open your heart to the one person that needs it the most, and that's you. And I have to say that I was raised to be very stoic, very, you know, keep your emotions tight. Don't let anybody know how you feel. And basically, in order to do that, I had to not let myself know how I felt. And it connects to other things. So if you think about how are you going to pay attention to your intuition, you're not going to be able to pick up on that. Like, what should I do? What shouldn't I do? You're not going to get a quick read on that, because if you're ignoring that inner child, that inner self, you're not going to hear what she has to say when she tries to say something important. So the way that it ended up really like clearly working out for me well is when I first started doing these videos, which was maybe 12 years ago. I think it was 12 or 13 years ago. Um, I I did not like how I looked. I couldn't look at the video afterwards and feel good about it. And then when I started doing the videos again, I did some mirror work, and I had done the mirror work related to something else. It wasn't related to the videos specifically. But now when I do a video and then I watch it again, I'm like smiling. I don't know why I'm smiling, but I actually enjoy watching myself do a video. And I think that that in itself, all by itself, if nothing else happened from me doing some mirror work, that would be worth it. But a lot more has happened from that. And one of the big things I think will happen, not just for me, for anybody who does it, is that you feel different in the world. And when other people have critical things to say about me, it's like somebody telling me that I have dark black hair, which doesn't make sense when I connect those two. But if someone says to me, you have dark black hair, I'm like, no, I don't. Like, it's not something that riles me. It doesn't upset me. I know for sure I don't have dark black hair. Not that I wouldn't love dark black hair. That'd be kind of fun. But it doesn't upset me. It's not like someone saying something to me and me connecting to it. So if someone says something critical to me, I don't connect to that like I used to either, because I don't see myself in a critical way, the way I think I grew up thinking of myself. So doing mirror work can be a super powerful shift on how you feel about yourself out in the world. There's more confidence, more groundedness, more feeling loved and cared for. And so I would highly recommend doing mirror work. And I would highly recommend being very kind to yourself as you're doing the mirror work. Say kind things to yourself. Say, I love you until you believe it. Say, I got your back, or we're going to make it. We're going to be just fine. And give yourself the sense that you're actually supported in the world. It can be a very powerful shift. And if you do it, make some comments below, because I would love to hear how it works out for you. All right, that's the video for today. If you're interested in working with me, there's a link down below. My website's the link down below. And until the next video, have a great day.